Hi girls, welcome back to my channel. Today we talk about sippy cups. I will show you which sippy cups have been working well for my breastfed baby, who is a toddler now. And by the way, if your baby is bottle fed, stick around, this video will be helpful for you as well. I will tell you which popular sippy cup did not work for her, as well as which kind I have been avoiding and why. So I'm kind of taking you on my sippy cup journey to review those we've tried. And if you're new here, then welcome. My name is Karyna. I am a full-time mom to my 18-month-old girl Michaela, and here on my channel I post videos every single week to share my experience, tips and tricks on numerous motherhood topics to try and make motherhood just a bit easier on you. So if this sounds interesting, please consider subscribing and ring the bell to get notified every time my videos go live. And now, without further ado, let's just get into today's topic. So when you are a new parent, there are so many things you have to learn, and sippy cups is just another topic you have to dig in. There are so many of them on the market, and probably you will have to play the hit and miss game for a while maybe, because all babies are different, all kids are different, and here I'm just taking you on my journey to finding the perfect sippy cup for my baby, and hopefully this information will be helpful. At first, I went for the one that seemed the most popular for me out there, and it's the Munchkin 360 sippy cup. So we introduced it to Michaela when she was 6.5 months old. That's when we started solids and giving her water, and it did not work. In case you don't know, because I didn't, how this magic lid works. Your baby is supposed to press or even bite on this lid for water to come out. She can use her lips or gums or even teeth, and here I'm having some questions. I'll explain you why later, having some concerns about this system. So also you have to tilt it to be able to drink from it, and at least my 6-month-old wasn't able to figure this out. So at some point I just unscrewed the top and gave her water straight from a cup, and this is how I taught her to drink from a cup or a glass accidentally. I got lucky that I taught her this early on, so that's what happened. And later on, when she was about 15+ months, we reintroduced it. I just saw it on the shelf and I was like, let's try it again, and it worked well. She figured it out. And as far as leakage goes, I would say they do leak a little, but this is something you cannot prevent because your baby or a toddler will mess with the lid, and anywhere he or she will press or throw this cup and it will hit into something, the water will come out. So that's the thing. So coming back to the baby stage, when she was about 8 months old, I felt the need to find a good sippy cup because I wanted her to be able to help herself, like in the car seat or in the stroller, and at that point she was drinking much more water already. So at that point I already knew that there are some sippy cups that I should be avoiding because I am breastfeeding. So the most dangerous ones are those where your baby is required to bite or press on the silicone nipple. This can develop some very unwanted habits, if you know what I'm talking about. Your baby can start biting you, and these stories are real, even at the older age. So if you are breastfeeding, I highly recommend you avoiding this kind of sippy cups if you want to avoid bleeding nipples. So now you probably understand why I had doubts about the Munchkin 360 cup, because your baby is supposed to press or bite on it just like with those with the silicone nipple. And luckily, even when we reintroduced it later on, we had no problems. But if you do use it, watch your baby's behavior. If some kind of biting starts, maybe you should remove that cup. So here is the next sippy cup that we got for her, and this is Philips Avent My Penguin sippy cup. So cute, I love penguins. So I remember that we had to take a road trip and we needed a sippy cup as soon as possible. We went to a grocery store and of course they did not have a big variety, and this cup seemed like the only one that could work. This nipple is plastic and she doesn't have to bite on it, you only have to suck from it. I'll tell you about this in a minute. So about the color, they did not have a big variety. I just picked out the black one, but that doesn't matter because she likes it. This is not her most favorite, but it did work well for us for about 3 or 4 months. So the downside is that she still have to tilt it, even though she learned and understood how to suck from it. She had to tilt it, and when the water gets very low, it's really hard to drink from it, for her at least, so I had to keep it full most of the times. Actually, we still use it. And it is leak proof. Over here you can insert this silicone round thing and make sure that it lays flat, because if it's not flat, if it's not properly installed, it will leak. That's what I've learned. So as far as sucking, you probably understand that I was nervous about it because she is breastfed and nipple confusion is real, but I went for it, and it did not happen. They say at 8-9 months, of course, it's such a low chance of it. And like I said, no biting danger, because this is plastic and she doesn't bite on it, she just sucks from it. Look who decided to join this video, who's missing mama. So next we landed on this click lock weighted straw cup from Munchkin, and this is her favorite one. We actually had one before in orange color. That was the first one. This is the second one of a kind. It's definitely our favorite, and we got it for her when she was 11 months old. That's when we noticed that somehow she knows how to drink from a straw. So we just went to Walmart and got this one unplanned. We just thought, let's try it, and it worked well. It worked amazing. That's your favorite, right? So the trick is you don't have to tilt it necessarily. Like I said, we did not use it in the early baby stage, so I'm not sure how no I'm not sure how it would work with little babies, but right now we just love it. And this weighted straw is such a plus, because any way she tilts it, any way you tilt it, right, she can drink from it. So I wanted to tell you about the leakage. It is leak proof. The thing is, you need to make sure that this part, this clip right here, I don't know if you can see, so you're gonna see there is a clip. It's part of the straw, and it has to be covering the hole over here. So just if you ever see something leaking, you need to make sure about this clip, if it's on its place or not. Otherwise, it's great. It is very comfortable to use for her. There is no water for you there, I'm sorry. The only downside to it is how hard it is to clean this straw. Sometimes pieces of food get stuck in here, and that's actually the reason why we throw away the first sippy cup. Like, yes, Michaela, it was a drama. We were all crying. The first sippy cup like this, her favorite one, went to waste because something got stuck inside and I couldn't take it out, even though it comes with the little brush that you can clean it with, but it did not help. But it did last us 6 months, the previous cup, so I think it's a good deal anyways. So for us, this Munchkin sippy cup is definitely a winner, and I highly recommend you getting this one for your toddler or a bigger baby. Probably next time around with my next child, I will stick with the same plan and I will introduce a regular cup before any sippy cup, right? So this is my take on it. You definitely do your own research and decide what's best for your child. And I hope this video was helpful, and if so, please give it a big thumbs up because it helps YouTube algorithm tremendously. And subscribe to my channel for a fresh video every single Thursday. And I want to wish you to have a happy motherhood. And I'll see you next week. Bye!